Hello, Ron. How you doing? Thanks for joining. Hi, Larissa.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, Mayor. Thank you for inviting once again.
You bet. Thank you for being here, Ron. All right, it's 5:30. We're just going to go ahead and get going. I didn't want this to be a very I don't want this to be a very long meeting, so we're trying to make it as quick as possible. Again, once again, thank you so much for joining us. I just noticed that Matt Probst joined us. Hi, Matt. I'll get to your phone call, I promise. Um, what we really want to talk about today was I got a call from the governor's office last week, and I was waiting to hear back from them. They're really encouraging businesses to set up regular testing for their employees as often as possible. And what they were hoping to do was to start utilizing the testing that's called curative. So it's another type of testing besides the nasal swab thing. You actually use it actually in the same way, except you package it and then they send it off to a lab other than DOH's scientific lab for testing. And so the results are supposed to come in within 72 hours. Currently, they set up testing every Thursday at Luna Community College. What we were working for is to get them a more centralized location because we realized that Luna was so grateful to help, and the National Guard with their venue up there, but we realized that it's a little remote for everybody. We're hoping to get it closer to town, and we would be able to set it up either at the rec center or even at the old Safeway parking lot on Douglas. Now, what I did arrange with them was to have a testing event at the end of the month with their mobile van. I was still waiting back to hear from the governor's office to see if they said that they had access to the mobile testing van and that we squeezed it in for, I think it's the last Wednesday of January for downtown Las Vegas. And Mr. Sanchar is correct today. We just barely missed the mark again from going from red to another color. And the whole purpose for increasing testing here is to see if we can get out of that red number and back to where we need to be so that we can sort of start reopening our economy. And that was the sole purpose for meeting with that lady from the governor's office. Dr. Taylor and I met with her over the phone. We were supposed to set up a regular meeting, and we're still waiting on time to reconnect with her. So hopefully we'll have more news. But for now, the whole message is really about getting more people over to testing either with whatever site, DOH or other testing opportunities in the community so that we could get our numbers back up to where we need to be. I'd like to, first of all, thank Mayor Pro Tem David Romero for assisting in facilitating this meeting and getting the emails out. Thank you, David, so much. I'd like to just hand it over to you for a second and just talk a little bit, and then we'll get back with the group.
Well, thank you, Mayor. Thank you to everybody that's in attendance today. Again, the mayor asked me to coordinate this meeting we had a good turnout last time, and I know we had more individuals attend because we had the governor and lieutenant governor. But the message continues to be the same, that we need to do more testing. And I know Leo had given me a call earlier, and I think he was going to try to jump on, and he had some updates, and I think Matt might have been in conversation with him also. But pretty much, if there's anything that we could do from our standpoint in helping businesses, I don't know, since there's not so many of us, maybe we can get some input. Is if have any of you guys, business owners, you guys started, have you thought about implementing testing, or is there anything that we could do for, El Centro or maybe the DOH to start, organizing something like that? And that's my 2 cents, Mayor, and I don't know if Leo is on or Matt has any update.
Thank you, Mr. Romero. I just noticed that Dominique Martinez joined us. Hi, Dominique.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm on the road back from Espanola, just leaving Santa Fe.
Wow. Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Dominique, so I was just giving them a brief update regarding testing, and a call from the governor's office asking us and the business community to offer more testing for their employees on a regular basis. And I talked to them about the Luna site with the new testing curative test. And I just want to maybe hear from you to see if you have any news at all regarding testing, and then of course the vaccination portion for our community.
So for the update for Curative, right now, I do know for sure they are going to be there every Thursday.
Okay.
I know they've been talking about expanding that, though, as long as we can make sure that it's sustainable in our community. So the more people use Curative, the more that it's going to show that it is sustainable and we could use them. They are not doing a nasal swab. That one is a saliva swab. It's an oral cheek swab. And so it is self-collected on that end. So I know a lot of people would prefer that rather than the nasal swab. But that is available every Thursday, as far as I know. And they're opened up to, I think, 200 people every Thursday. I don't know if that's getting completely filled or not. I know last week there were 100 people registered, but I don't know how many people actually made it up there. And I don't have the numbers for today. So we are getting there. That's great. We are still doing testing at the old Memorial Middle School through DOH. As time goes on, if Curative increases, we will be cutting back on testing, but increasing our vaccination efforts.
Wonderful.
We did open up next Tuesday, so those who have pre-registered, our app should be sending out codes to those people that we are starting vaccinations next Tuesday. And it will be at Memorial Middle School. It's going to be from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. We're going to try and shoot for every Tuesday. So if we do Tuesdays, that's going to cut back on our Tuesday testing. But we are looking at also doing every Thursday if we can't cut back on testing. So we'll do vaccinations on Thursday since we have Curative in town on Thursdays.
Perfect. Hey, Dominique, can you explain to us what tier we're in right now? I think it's 1B.
We are doing 1B there. If you guys know of any 1As that have missed their opportunity, please send them. We definitely still want to get in 1As, especially those that are caring for their elderly parents. We are considering them 1A as well. And then 1Bs are 75 and older or 16 and older with an underlying health condition and essential workers. And Louis, I can send you the flyer that shows the different tiers if you wanted to, or the different phases, if you wanted to share that with others. But
That
we
would be
are
fantastic.
in 1B right now.
That would be fantastic. We can post it on our website. So Dominique, it's every Tuesday for vaccines from 10 to noon,
10 to 3 p.m.
10 to 3.
Yes.
And if anybody has an underlying health condition that would would qualify them in 1A, they could go?
No,
And then-
16 and older with an underlying health condition is 1B. 1A
Okay.
only encompasses healthcare workers.
Okay,
But we're still doing
Perfect.
both 1A and 1B.
perfect. Do you,
Sorry, Louis. And right now we only have next Tuesday planned. Or yes, next Tuesday, because we're going to be also helping Colfax set up their vaccinations. So by next week, I should have a better idea if we're going to do every Tuesday or if we're going to do Tuesdays and Thursdays or only Thursdays. That I don't know for sure yet, but we will be having one next Tuesday.
and that's the 19th.
Yes, correct.
Perfect. Well, this is great information, Dominique, and I appreciate you being on the phone, and I hate to keep you while you're driving. Is there anything else that you want to add before, or do you want to stay on? I hate for you to be driving and
I'm not driving, but I'm going to listen in. I might lose you guys because I'm almost to Cañoncito. So.
Okay, thank
And
you
then
so
if anybody
much.
has any questions, I'll be available.
We appreciate everything you do, Dominique. I know you're one of the hardest working people that I know, and I appreciate you very much.
Thank you, Louis.
You're welcome.
If I may, I just want to add some information. The Las Vegas City Schools, we are very concerned for the elderly and them being able to actually register because many of them are not familiar with the technology. So I do have 2 employees that have been set aside for, even if they're from Pecos and they're coming into Vegas to try to get a shot and they're elderly, we will help them register because many of them don't have an email or they don't have a cell phone. And so we've put up some flyers like at Walgreens, Walmart, so that they can see the phone number and call. That way they can get assistance for that.
And I
That
can
would be
speak
fantastic.
a little
Can
bit
you,
more.
Do you know what the number is, Larissa?
Yes.
The number real quick.
One is for Joseph V. Hill, and his phone number is 429-5878. And even when they are doing the event, I will have them there on site at Old Middle School, along with my security, and they can also help people register. And the other is Michelle Aragon, and her number is 429-0244. And they will help anyone in the county register.
Thank you, Larissa. And this is Dominique, and I might lose you guys, but I do also know that the COVID hotline is doing that as well. If you do
Okay.
option 0 and then option 4, they are helping people register.
I can give you guys that number. So yes, so they were very inundated till recently, but they are getting better staffed. So that's 1-855-600-3453. Again, 1-855-600-3453. And then you press option 0 and then option 4 for tech support.
Thank you, Matt. I appreciate that. Dominique and Larissa, what a great idea. That's fantastic. Thank you for helping, because that is a factor for a lot of people. If
Yes.
they don't have anyone in the house to help them navigate electronically. So thank you for doing that. That's a fantastic service. Could you email Virginia Marujo at the city and give her that information, and we can put it up on our web as well, and we can offer that information. And thank you so much. That's a very, very awesome service that the Las Vegas City Schools is providing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Matt, did you have a quick update on any of the testing or vaccination?
Both, yes. So
Thank
just
you for finding it.
for vac-
I
yeah,
just,
so
I smelled it.
for vaccination,
Oh, sorry.
for vaccination, we will be meeting tomorrow, 100% community to the medical action team with the emergency management team for vaccine coordination. And also Joseph B. Hill, who Larissa mentioned, our school nurse serves on that team. So that's great. We'll be able to have that idea. And again, back to 100% community style, hopefully getting participation on that from all the districts, back to having help from school nurses, from students can help their grandparents register, and really, everyone helping to register everyone, because getting everyone registered is really helpful as we're waiting on more supply. So that's on the vaccination part. And then El Centro, yes, we're involved in vaccination. That's what I think David might be done now, but we've got that going at El Centro as well, today and tomorrow, and we hope to be able to continue every week depending on supply. A key on that is for us is that yes, 1A, and we are on tier 1B, but within tier 1B, we're at 75 and older is our main focus there. And the reason for that is because we have 4,523 patients that are 75 and older. And it's going to take us a while to get to them before we're moving on to the other areas in essential workers. And so we're coordinated, of course, that's kind of the key on that. It's going to be a long ways to go, but we're getting there together. And so we're looking forward to that meeting tomorrow. And also new to the table will be Walgreens. So I know Dominique's working on getting Walgreens to our table as well. We've had some meetings coordinated with that Leo's coordinated for us, but we hadn't had Walgreens at the table yet. So we're excited about that. And then for testing, yes, the more we can get help for testing, the more we can focus our limited resources at public health and at El Centro, and the other federally qualified health centers in Pecos and in Mora on vaccination. So that's really helpful as we're growing COVID testing. So the presentation I gave you guys last time, we were hoping, and those the handouts and everything, David, if you can help me redistribute those if there's anybody new here. But the point there is we were hoping for two things: Vault, which is free for every New Mexican now, and you can order that. And it's also what our schools are using. Superintendent Gutierrez gave that update last time on how that's working. But it's now available not just for our public schools, it's available for any New Mexican. So Vault, you can order that, and that's free of charge for any New Mexican. Yes, they do. For all testing, we collect your insurance information, but there's no billing to the patient. There's no cost out of pocket cost. If you don't have it, insurance, then you're not billed. There's no cost to you. So
Matt, can you explain what Vault is?
Vault is the same technology. It's the same technology that Curatives uses. But the difference is that they send you in the mail your swab, and then they use a Zoom like this to watch you and help you collect it, and then you drop it in UPS, and again, same type of thing in terms of turnaround time. So it's a type of testing, the same technology as Curative, and really the same technology that Dominique uses and that we use at El Centro and that the hospital uses. The difference is that what we do at Public Health and at the hospital and at El Centro is a deep nasal swab. And both Vault and Curative, it's a mouth swab. So it's more comfortable, as Dominique was saying. So that's available to every New Mexican. As we talked about last time, if you're doing the more testing, fewer closures program through the environmental department that I shared last time, it's also free for any small business with 50 or less employees. So you can do that, and that can help. El Centro is now, more testing, fewer closure site, and that means you have to test all your employees every 2 weeks. But that's a great access point. And then for the Curative side, we're definitely working. I think that's where Leo is. I know he's been working on getting that set up with the county as well, so that we can hopefully get them here 5 days a week. And that will relieve Dominique's team and my El Centro team to be really ramping up our vaccination efforts. A more centralized location, we have approval if we would want that to be at Highlands University from the EOC there and from Dr. Minner. So that's another potential, where it would be, but maybe 5 days a week. It'd be nice if we could get Saturday and Sunday, because we don't really have those options right now as well. We'll continue to have more options for testing. we're leading testing. Yes, you saw the percent test positivity rate. The Northeast region, we've got 2 counties here now, one that's in the green with Harding, but we're leading testing here. We've now tested more people than we have population in San Miguel County, which is great. So, you know, one of the things on that map that I would just say is that, you know, Harding is green, but they've only done 140 tests. San Miguel County is red, barely over the line at 5.4 something percent, but we've done over 30,000 tests. And so it's good. We continue to test, and that helps with so much, including driving down the percent test positivity rate. Again, not just when we're sick, not just when we've been exposed, but surveillance testing. The more regular surveillance testing we do, numerators and denominators, you business people, the more we do testing, the best that's going to do for driving down our percent test positivity rate. So again, look at those documents I sent David. If you want to do it officially and set up with the environmental department to be a more testing, fewer closure site, the form and everything is what I shared at the last meeting. If you wanted to do it unofficially, you have those resources, both Curative in town, hopefully more days soon, as Mayor Trujillo said, and Vault free all the time for every New Mexican.
Mr. Mayor, if I may real quick, if everybody could go ahead and sign in the chat, your name and what business you're with. And also, if you'd like those documents that Matt spoke about, you could put your email in there and I'll try to get those documents to you guys. Thank you, Mayor.
Can you say when testing is available at El Centro, Matt?
Testing is available at El Centro every day that we're open, all 12 testing locations, whether that's in the Valley, Las Vegas, Maine, Anton Chico, Wagon Mound, Roy, Springer. So yes, every day that we're open, we do testing. We've been doing a very high, in terms of testing across our service area, we do a very high volume of testing in Las Vegas comparatively to all the rest of the sites, because there's been that much need. But again, to free my staff up to really be able to ramp up COVID testing, COVID vaccine, same as Dominique, it's going to be really helpful with the Curative side. In Espanola, Curative does 200 tests 7 days a week. And so that's what we're looking for here. Taos also has a Curative testing site. So we're hoping we can get that that level of testing going here for this community soon as well.
Thank you, Matt. I want to jump over to see with Loretta and Virginia present is I think we need to centralize information and to where we get schedules for everybody, whether it be from El Centro, the hospital, DOH, and consolidate all that information right now. This is a lot of good information we're covering tonight, except that, you know, if you're not writing things down, it's easy for you to forget what days and so forth. So if maybe we could consolidate all the information and put it up on our city website, that would be fantastic, you know, for our citizens. So thank you so much. I want to open it up to the business community if they have any questions, and then we'll move forward. And I'll give you a little bit of what happened as far as our legislative requests that we met with our 3 delegation last night. We met with Ambrose Castellano, Roger Montoya, and I'm sorry. Stefanix.
Senator Stefanix.
And yeah, Stefanix, she was there with us, and so it was a very productive meeting. I'll get some information to you shortly after while we're winding up, but I'd like to open the floor for any communication or discussion.
Mayor, this is Virginia. I'd like to say something before you get into the business.
Sure, go ahead.
I did want to say I would like to thank Matthew and them because you were talking about combining these efforts and making sure we're getting the same message across. And they've been sending me schedules for testing and all that information. So we've had the same information throughout all the organizations, and it's been great. So when you guys start getting these new testing schedules and vaccination schedules and things like that, if you could continue to send us that way we could keep all on the same page, that'd be nice. But I do want to thank all of you for continuing to send me that information so we keep it updated as well.
And everybody. Business.
Oh, that's too bad.
Okay.
Mr. Mayor, I think we're kind of losing you.
Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now
Okay.
we can.
I think my cats were fighting a while ago and they knocked over my phone, so I apologize. I'd just like to open it up to anybody who has any questions, and if they have any information they would like to share with us, or comments or concerns. Are these meetings helpful? How can the city of Las Vegas help the business community more?
Mr. Mayor, if this is Wayne with BTU. I do have a question. You're going to be doing the vaccinations at Memorial. And I don't know if she's still on or not, but wondering, we've got some employees that we certainly would like to be vaccinated, and they're part of the essential employee group. And how do we get a code to go for them to be vaccinated?
Hi, Wayne. This is Dominique, and I am on. I don't know if I have your email address, but if you can make contact with me, and I will get that emailed to you.
Okay. All
With
right.
all the
That would be great, because we got several that tried to line up on Saturday and were unable to do that. So I know that they're very interested.
Okay. I will try and put my email address in the chat. So if there's other businesses that are on that have essential workers or fall under that category of 1B, I will send you that information.
Okay, I appreciate it. And we have been doing the surveillance testing, and it's been working well for us.
Great.
Good.
Well, from the very beginning, Wayne, you are one of the first stores that took this very seriously and set up sanitation stations, and your staff, you had a devoted staff member at each door, at the door, making sure people were coming in with masks. And I noticed that immediately, and thank you so much for that.
We appreciate it, but our staff has really worked hard. They've done an awesome job.
Thank you, Wayne. Anybody else? I'd like to recognize Adrian Crispin, our Chief of Police, and Kenneth Stromberg, our Assistant, our Chief of Police, is also with us tonight. As well as Bernadette Almanzar. She is with the Board of Realtors in Las Vegas. A big group of business people. So welcome, Bernadette. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mayor. I appreciate this meeting.
Absolutely. Anybody else have a comment or
Mr. Mayor,
concern?
I don't know. I know Ron had his hand up, so I don't know if he's still on or
Hi, Ron.
maybe not.
Okay. I'll see him at the grocery. He'll ask me.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just fighting with my phone trying to put my email in there, but this thing isn't letting me for some reason. But I'll get in contact with Dominique so that we can set up, because I have quite a few employees that are interested in getting vaccinated also.
Fantastic.
Sounds good. And I just put my email in the chat. So again, anybody feel free to email me. I think that'll be the easiest if you guys contact me, and then I can forward you guys that information.
Thank
Sounds
you,
good.
Dominique.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ron. I do want to recognize a couple of businesses tonight. Besides, I already, BTU has done a fantastic job, but so has the Skillet restaurant, and I see that Mr. Sandoval is on. And Charlie's, they've continued to do surveillance testing with their employees throughout this. They haven't had a positive, which is fantastic. And they have also sanitation stations at each entry of their buildings. Isaac, would you care to comment on this? Thank you so much.
Butterfly on left wrist.
Well, thanks. Hi guys. Sorry, I'm kind of driving. Yeah, thank you, Louis, for recognizing us. We're trying our best. We're one of the only restaurants open right now, so especially that has the patio, and now that weather's been really nice, people want to sit outside. I joined the meeting late, so I'm hoping maybe I can find some information on getting my employees vaccinated and Charlie's employees vaccinated. But I just want everyone to know we're taking it seriously, and we're trying really hard to keep people safe. Even though we're getting a lot of tourists and still people that really don't believe in it. But we're here. We're still going, and we just want to do everything we can to turn green.
Thank you so much, Isaac, and good job with helping with your staff. All of the information we're discussing will be on the city's website, and you're welcome to access that or give me a call, and I can send the information to you.
Okay.
I'd also like to recognize Lowe's. They do a really good job with the hand sanitizer, the sanitation stations. Everybody's cleaning their shopping carts. The checkout aisles are being cleaned all the time. And thank you for that too, Ron. Good job. And
hi, Louis. This is Dominique.
Hi, Dominique.
Again, sorry, Isaac. This is Dominique Martinez, and I did put my email in the chat. I don't know if you heard me say that, but if you email me and just let me know that you got my email from this call or whatever, and that you have staff that are interested in getting vaccinated, I will send you that information so they can start registering.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I see Buena Vida Physical Therapy there. Is this Stella?
Yes, sir. How are you, Mayor?
Hi, Stella. I'm good. How are you?
We're doing well. We're doing well.
Fantastic.
We're continuing to see patients through telehealth right now, and I just finished my second round of vaccinations, so we hope to see people in-house beginning next week.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, so we're very grateful for, all the healthcare workers. AVRH is doing a great job, taking care of a lot of people on something that they're not used to doing. And I can't say enough about, all the healthcare workers and how everybody's joining together for this.
Yes, absolutely. So Stella, can you just highlight in 5 talking points the services that you offer at Buena Vida?
Well, currently due to restrictions, really the only essential service that we're allowed to provide at this point is physical therapy.
Okay.
We do have mental health as well. We're just starting that up, and we are offering that through telehealth as well.
Wonderful. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yes.
Stella.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Sure.
Hi, Stella. This is Dominique with the Public Health Office, and I do want to say thank you for sending us lunch that day. We really appreciate it.
Yes. Don't tell them I sent you pizza. That's not very healthy.
I just said lunch.
Thank you. Okay. You guys work so hard, and I'm so grateful for your commitment to this community, and we're very lucky to have you. So pizza's nothing.
Stella, this is Virginia Marujo. I also wanted to jump in and say thank you because I know you were one of the very first businesses that got in there and took that New Mexico safe certification for the businesses. And it was great to see Las Vegas in there, and it was because you guys jumped in there and did that. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for taking care of us. And, we got to take care of each other. That's what counts.
Yes, thank you. Virginia, real quick, do you want to tell them about the mask challenge?
The video challenge, yeah. So 100% community started this video challenge, and so we've continued it. And Mayor just challenged all the directors at the City of Las Vegas, and he's also challenged all the business owners. And hopefully from that, you guys will all start challenging employees and friends and family, and we can make this just go completely huge and viral online. So I know that I have some people who aren't tech savvy, so I've offered to help shoot their little video if they want to. So if you guys need help, let me know. But yeah, so the video is basically just a quick video saying, I wear my mask so that, and then, pretty much saying what or why you're wearing your mask. And then at the end, you basically challenge somebody else to do the same thing and let people know that, you're here for the community to keep everybody safe. And so we just want to let everybody know, and start showing faces. Video and pictures go a lot further than anything in type. So that was a great idea, and we hope we can help you guys build and continue that as well.
So if you need Virginia to go to your store and film a video, Wayne or Buena Vida or Lowe's with your teams, Dollar Store, please call and we'll help you set up a little a commercial for your store.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that'll be fun. We'll try to do that.
Mayor, it's Matt again. If I can have an ask of the businesses.
Hey guys and gals, how are you? This is Juan with Big O Tires here in Las Vegas. Everybody's doing a great job. You guys are going out of your way. I just wanted to throw in my 2 cents on this. I have a company to buy disinfectant in bulk. I get it at a really good price. I'd be more than happy to share that price with you guys. So if anybody needs anything, just give me a call to the store. I have my email there on the chat. So again, Juan Romero, just give me a call, you guys, and be more than happy to share that with you guys. Okay, thanks for everything, guys.
I don't know, Matt, if the mayor's still on, but I guess.
Looks like he was on mute. Well, so we talked at 100% community. I want to thank the city for a donation, as well as the county. So we've got, part of this 100% community initiative is that for every child, for every student that does post a video on the challenge, they're receiving a $10 food voucher to use at our local restaurants. And that's thank you, Dr. Taylor. Thank you all for that. And so that being said, that challenge ended. The winners are being selected right now. There's a winning video. Those winning videos are going, the winners receive an iPad. And thank you, Superintendent Gutierrez and others for putting that together. So the students are receiving an iPad if they were chosen as the best videos. Those videos are then going to be compiled into production that is now going to be used for public messaging. And I heard from Ana Romero that Senator Lahan's going to be doing a video, and he's going to be challenging our New Mexico delegation to do videos. So we really hope that this continues to spread. Now, the video challenge for the kids ended, but thank you for the adults, we can keep it going. What we want to do now for the students is we want to do a poster contest, a COVID safety poster contest. And for every student that participates in that, they will also receive a $10 food voucher to be used at our local restaurants. And we are hoping that small businesses will allow them to put these posters at their businesses. And so that's something that we're looking for. And then Dr. Taylor had a great idea, which is, back to beautification of Las Vegas and the great things that Vecinos and Juntos is doing is that these could also be used as conceptual design for future mural projects. So this is something that's just coming together, but if anyone's interested in participating, Isaac, leading a team of youth to do murals like you were once led by Christina and Rock, and be involved in this part of the COVID safety challenge. We'd love your participation, and I hope you guys will also help us to get these nice posters up at your business.
Thank you, Matt. Real quick, and then we'll end this meeting. I know that this is the legislative session, and you all know that every community has its needs. We met with 3 of our delegation last night to present our needs to them regarding what our city needs. And of course, they range from everywhere from the Carnegie Library, the museum, road projects, water projects, infrastructure improvements, etc. So all those good things, we sent up a list, but the thing I wanted to share with everybody, this is huge, exciting news, is that we are proposing to the governor that she help fund Las Vegas Youth Sports Complex. This would include soccer fields, BMX courses, skateboards, softball, baseball, football, lacrosse fields over at the Rodriguez site. And so it's so exciting. This is we're getting all the figures together. We have a rough rendering of the project. We're told that the governor wants economic development projects. This is one that would really help our economy when you look at all the different tournaments that we could host, and of course, more importantly, giving our youth an opportunity to play in a real soccer field and a real baseball field as opposed to just empty lots. So this is a huge news for the community. We're going to follow through with this. We're going to meet with the governor, and we're going to ask for the money. We're going to do the ask, and the park. We're going to have a public meeting on this here in a couple of weeks or so. But this is so exciting for the youth in the community, as well as the business community, hotels, restaurants, shopping, supermarkets, gas stations, you name it. This is going to be a big shot in the arm for local businesses. So I just thought I'd share that exciting news. Mr. Romero, Bill Taylor, if you have anything to chime in at this time, feel free.
Yeah, just that, this is something that I think captured the imagination of everybody on the council and much of our staff. It's not cheap, but the possible benefits are huge to the youth directly involved. But we're roughing it out. But so far we're talking about something like $1 million in revenue that would come in each year for to the community because of people staying at hotels. These things are really big in other parts of the state, and they've really and across the country really. But we're really hoping to push this forward and hope we get the support. I think we want to do some publicity. We want to get it out in the community. We want to get it on the front page of the newspaper if we can. And but we want to we'll hold some community meetings, and hopefully we can do that live at some point. But in between time, we can do it in this fashion.
Thank you, Dr. Taylor. This is one of the most exciting projects that I can definitely get behind and encourage. And I think people moving into the community also will know that their kids will have very nice sporting events and a very beautiful venue. The lighting, the different parks, the soccer fields, the baseball fields, like I said, the BMX track in the back, skateboarding, there's a park, a family park there, there's lighting, so it's so exciting. So I don't want to spend too much time, but I just got really excited. We had a meeting this morning and then last night on moving this project forward. So help us celebrate that. That would be so beautiful for our community. So with that, I'd like to open it up for one last time, and if not, we can adjourn. Anybody else?
Mr. Mayor, if I could, this is Bernadette Almanzar.
Hi.
Just wanted to go back to let you all know what the Las Vegas Realtors are up to in terms of keeping this community safe. Each realtor encourages and actually mandates that masks be worn at every showing and sanitizing premises after we leave and for those who are looking at the properties. Recently, we had a first responders project where we purchased over $4,000 worth of gift cards from our local restaurants and then distributed them to first responders in the community. Hopefully doing twofold, recognizing our first responders and also helping out our local merchants, restaurants. And we also donated $200 to the Animal Welfare Coalition so that they could provide food for the animals that are in the shelter. And also gave funds to our 2 local soup kitchens, one at Our Lady of Sorrows and one at the Methodist Church. So the Las Vegas Realtors are on board with whatever we need to do to keep the community safe.
Thank you, Bernadette. That's wonderful. And thanks for providing those gift cards to our police and fire too. That's wonderful. I'd be remiss if I didn't do this at this time, and it's very sad for me to do this, but I really need to recognize the passing of one of our pillars earlier this week. Mr. Bobby Quintana passed, and it's a great loss to our community in many ways. He was a big benefactor and a big part of our business community, and I was just saddened to hear this. This is very sad news. So if you don't mind taking a moment of silence at this point. Thank you for that, everybody. And once again, Mayor Pro Tem David Romero, thank you so much for assisting and facilitating this meeting. And thanks to all the business people on the phone. Please give us a call if you have any issues or that the city could help you in any way. That's what we're here for. So don't hesitate to call us. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
Thank you.